and the omnibus. So I was forced into the Archers when I was a child. And look, it's come back to bite me later on.
I'm awash with the stuff.
The Archers is the world's longest-running radio show, with more than 15,000 episodes broadcast. Despite being a rural flavour show, The Archers is recorded in the heart of the UK's second-largest city, Birmingham.
You're listening to Thursday's episode of The Archers from BBC Radio 4.
Is that tea just made?
It is.
Good. I could do with some.
You're still in a mood, are you?
I'm not in a
I
mood,
thought milking the Monties might have cheered you up.
and I don't need cheering up.
No?
I have a genuine grievance, Pat. That's not the same as being in a mood.
Well, it seems the same to me. Moaning all last night after the phone call, moaning this morning from before
I
sunrise.
wasn't
Very
moaning.
probably moaning in your sleep between times.
I've been dropped. Am I not allowed a brief period of mourning?
It's a game.
Cricket's more than a game, you know that. Anyway, it's not so much the dropping as the way it was done.
Oh, by phone, you mean?
It's the abruptness that annoys me. Suddenly, out of the blue, you're dropped.
Well, maybe Freddie thought that was the kindest way. Like ripping off a plaster.
And maybe he didn't give it a thought. You know what I think?
Yes, Tony, I probably do.
This is ageism.
I thought so.
W.G. Grace played cricket matches up until 1914, a year before his death at the age of 67.
Not for Ambridge.
What they're actually chucking out is skill and experience.
I have to go.
I'm the only one who can consistently turn an off break.
Ah, yes, Tony, I have to go.
That's what they're getting rid of.
Some of the bellringers are meeting this morning and I want to offer them my support.
Yes, right.
Look, I am sorry they've dropped you. I really am. But he's probably thinking of the best team he can put out.
Meaning what?
Well, let's face it, you're not the most successful player in the side.
I'm not saying that. Although I do think I'm better than some who've still been picked.
Like who? You mean me?
I didn't say anything, Pat.
Freddie obviously thinks I'm worth my place.
Can you help with packing a few veg boxes this morning, Mum?
At least I don't run out members of my own family.
That was
Mum.
ages ago.
Mum.
And not my fault. I'm sorry, Tom. I have to be at St Stephen's this morning.
Yeah, and I have to see Kirsty about the house.
You've heard, I expect, have you, Tom?
Heard what?
Dad's been dropped.
Drop?
From the cricket.
Oh.
You're a fair judge, Tom. Would you say that's right? I mean, if they're going to pick someone to chuck out between me and your mother, say...
Oh, no, I'm not getting into any of that.
A simple question.
And a simple answer.
Which you won't be getting from me. Look, Kirsty wants to see us both, but Natasha's on her way to the nursery with the girls, and I'm halfway through the veg boxes. Can you help?
Look, I've already said
I'll give you an hour.
Oh, thank you.
Family loyalty still counts for something in some of us.
Breathe easier and live healthier with the GermGuardian Airsafe Plus HEPA Air Purifier, designed for large spaces up to 1,040 square feet. Equipped with a 360-degree HEPA filter, this purifier traps 99.97% of particles as small as 0.1 microns, including allergens, dust, and pet dander. Using UVC technology, it effectively reduces airborne contaminants, providing a breath of fresh, clean air for your home. With its IntelliSense air quality monitor, the Airsafe Plus measures air quality 60 times per minute and auto-adjusts to keep your air consistently clean. Designed and tested in the USA, the GermGuardian Airsafe Plus is certified for safety, energy efficiency, and zero ozone emissions. Experience the confidence of continually clean air with GermGuardian, your trusted partner for a healthier home. For more information, please look at the link in the description.
This needn't take long, Tom.
It's fine with me.
I've just heard from Brenda. She says she can't drop the price of Willow Farm any further. It is what it is.
So that means...
I can't lower the Beechwood price either.
No, right. Well, I see that.
Which means nothing's going to change. This is the deal. Take it or leave it.
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course, what?
What?
The next move has to come from you, Tom. You and Natasha. You have to make your minds up.
Ah, yes.
Which means calling the agent and accepting that price. If that's what you want to do.
And you'll need to know by...
Now. Here and now.
Oh, I see.
This very minute.
Well, obviously I'd have to clear it with Natasha first, but I can call her right now. In fact, I will. I'll call her now. Oh, it's a voicemail. Hello, darling. Yeah, I'm with Kirsty. She wants to know about the house. Call me as soon as you get this, will you? Okay, bye. She will. She'll do that within 5.
All right. But not a minute more.
No, I don't, as a matter of fact. I don't think it's at all fair.
Who was that?
Ridiculous.
Pat?
Absolutely ridiculous. He has no proper grasp of the game.
Who? Freddie?
Just don't, Tony.
You've been dropped.
How can he make decisions like that?
Oh, bad luck.
It's a knee-jerk reaction. You reach a certain age and you're automatically written off.
Still, it is only a game.
And I can do without your gloating.
I'm not gloating.
Oh, no, of course not.
Why would I gloat? I think it's shocking, a shocking way to treat people, simply to put out the best team.
Tony.
I thought you were going to meet your bell-ringing protesters.
Not till 9:30.
Well, when you see them, you could ask if they'll ring a few bells for you.
Oh, ha ha.
Ageing cricketers unite.
What's going on?
Kirsty, let me get you a coffee.
No thanks. You've called me to the tea room, Tom. What's happening?
Yes, well, I thought Natasha was going to be here, but she isn't.
Why not?
Well, it's bad luck, really. I called her again, and this time someone answered, only it was someone else, this girl. I had no idea who she was. I asked her, and I said, what are you doing with my wife's phone? And it turns out she was one of the nursery nurses at the nursery. So Natasha had left her phone there when she was dropping off Sarah and Nova.
And did they know where she was?
That's what I said. And Sophie, that's what the girl was called, she said Natasha happened to say she was going to the tea room next. So I phoned you to say, meet us here. And
I know what you said to me.
We can sort this out, the three of us.
Only she's not here.
No.
So?
Well, I reckon we only just missed her. She's probably gone back to the nursery to pick up her phone.
But you don't actually know?
No.
So, what next?
Well, I could go chasing off after her, but there's no guarantee she'll be there, and Will Grundy's had to cry off this morning, so we're getting behind with the veg boxes, so...
No, Tom.
So it makes sense
Please
to put it off.
Don't say put it off.
Well, if we do it tomorrow, we can make sure we're all together.
No, Tom! We are not putting it off any longer!
All right.
I've been dithering backwards and forwards on this for far too long, and I have had enough. If we don't get this done before the end of the month, we're stuck with paying extra stamp duty. That's both of us, Tom. You and me. All because you two can't make your minds up. You keep delaying things. So let's get this clear. You decide today, or the deal is off.
I see.
I'll be in the rewilding office till 12, midday. So that's the time it ends, one way or another.
Right. Yes, well, now we know.
Oh, we've always known, Tom. Rewilding office by 12, or not. Up to you.
You're taking the harrow out?
I said I would. Get the ground ready for the rest of the first earlies.
Well, I got you a flask of coffee.
Oh, thanks, love. How was your meeting?
Oh, all right. Quite a bit about bells, not so much about sewage leaks.
Well, I suppose they want to get things right. Changeovers and the like.
Yeah, I don't blame them. And I'm not sure doing 10 hours is going to make that much difference. Neil thinks it might alienate people. He could have a point.
On the other hand, it might just drive the message home. Won't know till you try.
Well, we're certainly trying.
I didn't mean it, you know. What I said about you being dropped.
Oh, I wasn't very sympathetic to you in the first place.
I'll miss the cricket. That's the thing.
I know.
It's not just the playing, it's the whole thing. All those villages we played in the past with their beautiful little grounds.
I know. Penny Hassett, cricket pitch, pond and church, all in a cluster.
And the people, remember that wicket-keeper with the sideburns who used to stop the ball with his backside? Little twist of the hips and thump.
He was Penny Hassett, wasn't he?
I think so. Never gave away a bye, not that I can remember.
Well, never caught anyone either. Don't know why he bothered with gloves.
No. And Fancy Joan, who did the teas at Edgeley.
Wonderful teas.
And always an extra bit of cake to anyone who'd been out for a duck.
She was so sweet.
Bless her.
Did you ever get extra cake?
Never. Did you?
Only once.
You didn't throw your wicket away just for the cake.
As if I would.
Oh, I'm going to miss it. All that.
Yeah.
Those moments in a game when the ball comes off the middle of the bat, or you bowl the perfect ball and it bites and turns. Do we just give up on it, Pat?
You can always just go and watch, Tony.
Dad, you haven't seen Natasha, have you? Have you?
We haven't, Tom. Why?
Oh, it's a long story, I'll tell you later.
Give her a call if you're still looking.
Oh, yeah, a call. Yeah, I never thought of that.
Don't get uppity, Tom.
Oh, sorry. It's just she's separated from her phone. I've been chasing around trying to find her. I'm going to go try the nursery.
Oh, before you do, your mum and I have just been having a bit of a chat.
Oh, yeah?
We've both been dropped now from the cricket.
Oh, well, sorry to hear that.
So I was just thinking it might be more effective if you had a word.
A word?
Oh, yes, Tony.
With Freddie and Lily.
Good idea.
On our behalf.
Might sound better coming from you.
What about being dropped?
Yes. Freddie's young, see, and inexperienced.
No.
No?
I'd rather not.
Why not? It's not too much to ask.
You're assuming I disagree with what Freddie's doing.
Well, of course.
And I don't.
You don't?
Look, if you're in a position of authority, you have difficult decisions to make. You just have to get on and make them. That's what Freddie's done, decisively. I admire him for it. I thought you two might have had some sympathy with that. Right. I've got to go find Natasha.
5 to 12, Tom. You're just in time.
Well, you said midday.
I'm impressed.
Yes, well,
What?
I wouldn't be too impressed.
Oh, Tom.
I couldn't find Natasha.
Couldn't.
No, honestly, Kirsty, I couldn't have tried any harder. I've spent the whole morning chasing after her and just missing her. I went back to the nursery and she had been there.
She had?
Yes. And picked up her phone, by which time she had dozens of new messages, mostly from me, but she can't have listened to them because she went off again. I mean, where? Where could she have gone?
Here.
The latest message said stay. Stay where you are. But she couldn't have heard it, so where?
Tom.
Back to the tea room. The dairy? But why? Why the dairy?
She came here.
What?
Here.
The rewilding office? Why didn't you tell me?
Yeah, sorry. I thought I'd give you a moment or two of flapping about.
Natasha was here.
Not very long ago. You just missed her, in fact.
But we could have sorted this out. I mean...
It is sorted out.
What?
I explained the situation. She said okay.
Okay.
Phoned the agent and accepted the price.
But why didn't she ask me?
So everything's going ahead with the house?
Yes.
And you can get it all sorted before April the 1st?
Well, there's every chance, apparently.
That's brilliant, Tom.
Yeah. Of course, we're now saddled with hefty mortgage repayments, but still. You know, it surprised me a bit, though, Natasha going ahead without talking to me first.
Wouldn't you have done the same?
I tried to find her, Mum.
But you couldn't. So when you went back to Kirsty, you still had to decide, yes or no.
I suppose so.
What would you have done?
Don't know. Think I'd have gone ahead. Do you think I should have done?
Well, sometimes you do find yourself with difficult decisions to make. But you just have to get on and make them, Tom. Don't you?
So what do you do?
I do spot effects on the arches.
Are you what we call Foley then?
Kind of, yep.
Okay.
And these are all part of the paraphernalia of production.
Yep, that's the ball bar. That's
This one.
Yep, that's.
I mean, Hayley so wanted to be in their own place when their baby came. It's due in 2 months. Not much chance of that now. No. I mean, it would have been a stretch for them financially, mind, but I just wish there was something practical I could do to help them, Caroline. I mean,
I think The Archers has had this immense popularity over the years, basically because it has always very accurately reflected the reality of life and living in a rural community at whatever